These two women, Mary Edaru and Monica Edamachu, grew up in this Lipe Recap village and studied at Rubu Primary School in Maracha district. However, Mary dropped out of school at 15 in primary 7 and was married off at a tender age.
I
wanted to be a teacher by profession.
Sarah's husband eventually died, leaving her with the burden of raising children. Because she could not fend for them, the children dropped out of school.
Because I married at an early age, looking after a family became very difficult for me.
Her colleague, Monica, was able to complete school.
My father had a lot of focus on girl child education. His sisters didn't go to school, and he saw how they suffered at their marital homes. And so, when we were born, his emphasis was on girl child education.
Monica has scaled the lofty heights in education. After acquiring a master's degree in business administration, she was hired as a chief administrative officer in Arua district.
Many times I engage in productive activities, production. I do commercial farming as well, besides the work I do. And I want to say, I've sent my children in schools where I am happy and comfortable.
The two women are a good representation of what Uganda can become if they choose to fight teenage pregnancy and early marriage, or ignore it and continue eating up young people.
We are saying that the population should be productive, and by being productive they must be healthy. And if they are not healthy, they are not able to contribute to the economic growth of the country. So they need to be healthy. So we need to control the diseases like HIV. We need to control malaria diseases, and also ensure that they have access to sexual reproductive health services.
This girl in Aliyo village, Vura sub-county, Arua district, says when she failed to get sanitary towels, she was forced to drop out of primary school. She's married at 17 years and has a baby. She earns 3,000 shillings whenever she tills the garden.
You have to work for people, and when they give me 3,000, I use it to look after my family.
And once she drops out of school, in most cases she has not acquired the skills to be able to acquire gainful employment. And once she's not able to acquire gainful employment, that means that even her income is going to be very low, because most of them are going to depend on subsistence agriculture. And in most cases, such young girls do not have access to land.
Uganda's 2040 vision seeks to transform the Uganda society from a rudimentary society to a middle-income country. Some of the facets of realizing this vision will be hinged upon security, access to electricity, infrastructure, a health, educated and skilled population. But the health targets cannot be achieved with such alarming rates of teenage pregnancy and early child marriages. This is because it creates an unproductive population. Northern Uganda, which is emerging out of the LRA conflict, which ravaged the region, has the highest cases of teenage pregnancy and early marriages.
We are telling the authorities, the sub-counties and so on, not to allow this negotiation. People must be punished. Those culprits must be punished. And if you go into negotiations as a parent and so on, I think the law also touches on you.
The country needs to take pragmatic steps to address this issue if it's to achieve its development goals. If this is put in practice, the country could make this leap 5 years earlier than 2040. Irene Namialo, NTV, Arua District.